Hey y'all, Officer Kern Law Dog reporting live to you on a Saturday. Charles is with me today. Real quick, shout out and gratitude and thanks to those who have sent well wishes and prayers. Again, we're not discussing some medical issues that have presented themselves for me, but you know, thanks for the shout outs and the concern. We believe that all's gonna be okay, right, Charles?
Oh.
But anyway, today we're here
let's talk about something that's really happening right now.
Honey, this is happening now. So anyway, real quick, I want to bring you up to speed on some Zachary Nelson Scrivener, who
Zachary Nelson.
Yeah,
is that the bastard child of Youngblood and Cynthia Zimmer?
Well, only a
DNA
test would prove that. But we're in his neighborhood today, and we're gonna do a drive-by. Not that kind of drive-by. Because we already know that he's renting it out, but we want you to see the House of Horrors where it all began, I believe, April 23rd of 2024, where our very own district attorney had the first information about what was going on, in addition to the adults who were already in the home. And rather than any of the adults, including Zimmer and those in the home,
they called
911.
They tore up that 11-year-old girl.
Honey, hold on. None of them called 911. Instead, Zimmer decides that the best course of action would be to call our top law enforcement officer, the Sheriff Donnie Youngblood.
Daddy Youngblood, they call him. Zach Scribner calls him Daddy Youngblood.
Anyway, called him up on his personal cell phone, knowing that such a call would not be subject to a California Public Records request. And so we'll never know what was really said, except whatever was said. Youngblood made sure to get a crew over there and start securing the scene in what is technically Tehachapi Police Department's jurisdiction.
Lorianne's going to put 4 links up. One, there's 3 public record links that involve the intake. Is that the way they call it? The intake or whatever the hell they call it?
2 of them are intake.
2 of them are intake, and the other one...
2...
No, because the other one was no ticky, no cleaning.
Yeah, 2 are while you were incarcerated.
Then it was old fat ass Cannon sister.
Let me tell them what you're talking about. But I don't want to get out of what we were. We got to keep this in an order so they can follow. So Donnie Youngblood made sure to send his crew over here. They secured the scene. They secured the evidence, and obviously they secured getting Scrivener into a secret location, because obviously
she's not being very inconspicuous.
Obviously there were no arrests made, even though there was evidence of a stabbing, allegations of sexual conduct with a minor, 30 weapons, 2 of which were illegal to have. No red flag gun violence restraining order ever sought to date. They usher him away.
Wait, doesn't he have a court date?
Well, he did. He did on May 1st. And now it's been pushed off to July.
July?
Yes, but...
They fucking crazy? For what?
But that's what they do. Didn't you say Youngblood?
Youngblood. Yeah, Lorianne's going to put a Youngblood link there, too. Basically, he's saying... You want to tear up these little girls? We've been doing this for over 100 years. These are just bastard children of the Lords of Bakersfield. And, you know what? It's, we're not gonna,
but what did he say about the story, though? He said that it's going to get watered down and buried.
It's going to get watered down, and we're going to make sure, you know what? This is my town. That little bastard child, illegitimate punk bitch, Zach, he comes sneaking into my town. And where'd that get you? What kind of fucking cowboys do you think we got up here, you dumb idiots?
Okay.
But no, one more thing. Does anybody know where Michael Kilpatrick is? Because I think he owes us money, and they said he had a little box for us, whatever that's for.
He had a black book with some names.
With some names. So anyway,
dates.
We're looking for anybody. If you know Kilpatrick, tell him to give us a call.
Anyway.
And I was in Mexico.
Anyway. It took nearly a year for any charges to come down the pipeline, and of course they're coming from the AG, the Attorney General, because obviously the District Attorney's Office, there's a conflict of interest, just like there's a conflict of interest in the District Attorney's Office representing the false and defamatory alleged resisting arrest or delaying police officer charges against my son and I, seeing as how I used to work for the District Attorney's Office, seeing how the district attorney used her office, her muscle. That's right, Jared, who conveniently retired. You know, it's funny that there's all these people retiring. Surrounded my house and tried to serve me with false and defamatory red flag gun violence restraining order using your tax dollars.
Somebody's living a little bit more comfortably.
So anyhow, Donnie Youngblood's going to play the part now like he's so distraught about how this is unfolding. Dude, you allowed for this to unfold this way. You should have turned the investigation over to Tehachapi PD. Arrests should have been made. Obviously, the arrest information would be sent to the AG because, duh.
And we don't.
Zimmer is a conflict of interest.
I don't want anybody to forget what that man did to that 11-year-old, his daughter.
Well, that's what they all want everybody to forget.
He tore her ass to pieces.
Honey.
I'm just a little upset about
it's
the whole
alleged
thing.
that there was activity, but we don't. Anyhow, so you wonder why there's so much corruption and incompetence in Killing County Kern?
Why?
Because it starts at the top. It starts with Cynthia Jane Frank's finger Zimmer, who has a fondness for pedophiles, consistently makes charges disappear. Take a look at my recent posts on that. Yeah. Take a look at the recent
we got to put the
request by the Democratic whatever to do some changing to what can be charged or considered crimes against minors or something. Anyway, fast forward to the sheriff's office. I mean, Colin Kaepernick, follow that. Yeah. And then you have the judges. That's right, the judges like Chad Louie, like Gloria Cannon, who was recently in the news.
Remember Marquez? She tried to dress me down because of my robe. I mean, really? Where these people come from? Oh, yeah.
Strap-on Murray. Take it all the way back to Strap-on Murray.
All I want to tell you people, was it worth it? Is it worth it? Because this shit ain't over. It wasn't worth it, and it's still not going to be worth it.
But this is going to all become clear.
Obviously, one person, it had to start with one person. But look at all these people stuck up for you. They stood there. We're all brothers. And then somebody got caught, had to roll over to save their own ass. So you guys figure out where it came from. I'm going to say it came from the sheriff's department, but it could come from the city council members, the Bakersfield city council members. I mean, you know, you're all shitting on each other. You're all rolling over on each other. You know, I mean, we're not talking mandating anymore. We're talking about roll over to save your own ass. Maybe shorten up a little bit of your time you'd probably be looking at. But in the end, you don't believe me? Look at what they did to Bell. Yeah, I was there before it even. I heard about the raid about 16 years after I knew what was going on Bell. And what was going on Bell is what's going on here in Baco. And it's pretty much the the business plan for corrupt governments. So there you go. Except you're not going to... Technology caught up with everybody, and you can run, but we're not going... I'm not letting nobody forget about this, whatever the hell is wrong with society. I'm pretty sure that I forgot.
Let me get back to how this is all going to become clear.
You didn't just minimize what I said, did you?
No, honey. We're getting back to where I was talking before you jumped
Oh, now
in.
I'm the bad guy.
No, not at all. You were just adding to the conversation because Charles tends to forget, so you have to kind of let Charles add when he needs to add, or else he's going to forget.
Yeah, I'll forget.
The good thing is I don't forget where I left off. And where I left off was the corrupt judges, which happens to be the judge in our lawsuit against the county, Judge Barman.
Oh, Barman? I saw him with Chad Louie. Remember we were on our horses? That's who he is. Now he looks like he looks like a younger Frank Hoover. Yeah, like is that the one we those people sent that thing and pointed us in the right direction?
Yes, honey.
Is that the one that's for our tort?
Yes, honey. He's the judge on our tort. He's the one that's imposing restrictions that even our own lawyers said they've never heard of, but yet
we're in uncharted
territory once again. You're entitled to discovery whenever there's a lawsuit. Both sides are equally entitled to see what's the evidence.
Guess what?
What's the allegations?
Don't want public records to be. They don't want to give up public disclosure
of. Let's tell them.
I forgot. But anyway.
Let me tell them then, because this was the whole point of the video. They do not want to give up how they treated Charles in custody when he was wrongfully arrested and wrongfully incarcerated twice. They don't want anybody to see that, because my video shows what he looked like when he left my property, which medical documentation will show that his blood pressure was 200 and something, over 100 and something, with blood sugar of 333 something, but yet law enforcement told Hall Ambulance to leave, and then they falsified records saying that he signed himself that he didn't want any medical care, when everybody knew that I had power of attorney and that he's not authorized to decline any medical care, and I guarantee you he did not, and they ignored him.
And that nurse that I felt she was mocking me. I mean, I was doing international distress signals like Morse code, save our ship crap, like that. Sign language, A, B, C, D, all that stuff, I mean, and then they took my bracelet, my diamond bracelet. No, they left my diamond bracelet on, but they took before they took me to the hospital, they took my medical bracelet off. And after they took my medical bracelet off, this enormous black woman that said she was the nurse in the jailhouse, enormous like Judge Cannon, y'all know that crooked bitch. But anyway, what happened with that? They left me there. I couldn't move. I thought they broke my neck, and they left me there. The first no ticky, no cleaning. We got the video. Lorianne's going to put that up. Where I don't know what that's one of the videos of the three they don't want the public to see.
It's a secret pill. They gave him something, and to date
probably
we don't know
me,
what it. what it is.
And you follow that journey, and it goes to where they dumped me in the gutter.
And then they dumped him in the gutter. That's the first video of what he looked like when they dumped him in the gutter.
And then the second time they did that, we're talking
it took 5 deputies.
And it took them 5 deputies
with
to
you
throw
in a
me
wheelchair.
out of the jail.
With Charles in a wheelchair.
With me in a wheelchair.
And dumped him out the second time.
Because that very extremely large black woman that said she was the nurse, she just left me in there before she would do anything. Hi, Charles, I'll see you in another hour. And then I said, I need help. Look, wait, and I'm trying to get their attention with the best I can do. And she didn't do shit until, I'm going to say, it felt like 5 or 6 hours till I pissed myself.
And I'm just going to tell you.
And that's when they finally said, maybe this motherfucker needs some help. That's the second video they don't want you to see.
And that's crimes against humanity.
Oh, it's crimes against humanity. And the third video that I remember, because I did a reenactment of these. And the third video, wasn't there a third video?
Yeah, honey, when you did the international distress signal.
Yeah, I already told them about that and the sign language and all that.
And then the 2 videos of what you looked like when they tossed you out.
And they left me in the gutter throwing up?
Yeah.
Where the bail bondsman was there?
Yeah, yeah.
And then what was the other one?
The one of what you looked like when you went in, the one of what you looked like when you come out the first time, the one of what you looked like going in the second time, the one of what you looked like coming out, and then the reenactment from what you remembered inside. I don't remember any other ones.
Yeah, well, she.
But I want to tell you that the judge.
Yeah, that judge.
First, it was.
Never going to happen. Not even in your wildest fantasy.
First, it was we were never going to get to see the video at all.
Oh, yeah.
Then it was.
Listen to what a crackpot this judge is.
Then it was.
Boron or Baruan or.
Barman. Then it was.
Sounds like a dick.
We can see it in camera.
Yeah.
Then it was.
If you can make donkeys fly, Barnum and Bailey, you can go join a circus by the time we're finished with your.
Then it was. Lori Ann can't see them. And that's because they're afraid that I will release them. They're afraid that I'll disclose them. Even though my lawyer said that they could issue some sort of gag order that would prohibit me from doing so.
I'm going to turn your courtroom into a circus, Barnum.
There's no evidence that I've ever violated a court order, but yet Barman rejected that idea.
Hey,
he absolutely doesn't want me seeing those videos.
This is my gal. Okay.
Thanks, honey.
Oh, there. Anyway, she knows.
Let me finish telling him. Yeah. Then it was the only way he'll get to see him is if he has a gal. That's why Charles said I'm his gal.
She's my gal.
Gal, in terms of legal terminology, means guardian ad litem. I have power of attorney. I'm his significant other.
Hey, we'll be the gal.
I'm his in-home supportive services caretaker. I'm the best person to be the gal. But yet, Barman said no.
Yeah.
I can't be the gal.
But we did one better, Barnum, and he thought he had this shit all figured out.
Hold up, don't give it up.
No, we can't give that up because we're gonna be doing a lot of high fives and taking a lap around the neighborhood a couple of times.
But let me get up there. So I'm not allowed to be the gal.
Yep.
Then they were mandating a conservatorship.
What?
For Charles.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, in my 53 days of absence, when they had an opportunity, they couldn't. Mind you, when he was falsely being accused of numerous crimes and facing a trial, they couldn't. He didn't qualify. Why? Because he has his gal. He doesn't need a conservatorship. His bills are paid. His house is clean. Everything's in order. A conservatorship?
19913
You know why?
Bright Valley Road. Look at what that house looks like.
You know why they want a conservatorship? Because that's part of their long-term scam. That's how they take people's property and assets from them. I mean, they did it to my neighbor across the street, poor Virginia.
Oh, yeah. We tried. But,
We tried. Look it up. Do an audit.
Yep.
Guaranteed they stole that woman's house from her.
Yep.
Because that's what they do.
Yep.
They lock him up, say that, you know, he's not fit to be, you know,
Yeah.
whatever lie they make with their $51.50 bullshit.
$50,000 a month to maintain his room in the nut ward, or over in the he has to pay his into the assisted living.
Oh, and then your field trips,
grand.
and then your field trips to the fucking senior center that Chad Louie was trying to say was ordered, or the lady with her zipper down was saying was
yeah, that was Chad
ordered.
Louie's squeeze.
Yeah. Anyway,
how's the squeeze going now, Louie?
So,
you turn coke, bitch.
So anyway, they were trying to push the conservatorship crap. No, you know what? We did better. We found somebody else that is willing to be Charles's gal. And the minute we said that, our trial's off the calendar.
And no, it's not.
Because that's how close we were. Because that's how close Charles was with a gal, a qualified gal that could do circles around most you jackasses. They were going to get to see the video.
You're going to get to see the reenactment, so we can do it.
It'll be in the comment section. Before Charles even sees.
In camera.
Yep.
It'll be in camera.
Yep.
And now that those were done, like,
it was
when
done
I got
months
out
ago.
of the Klinkerooski.
Yeah, it was done months ago.
Yeah, but anyway, it's our baseline. You don't want to show what that tells me. You don't want us to have any access to any of those public records. 3 videos. Yeah. Somebody's ass is really in a sling. Why wouldn't you want to give them up? Because sooner or later, it's probably because one of your own in your rank and file rolled over on your asses, and now it's a domino effect. Some of your buddies, remember some of your buddies were there last week, and now they're like, hey, you know.
They don't want evidence of crimes against humanity getting out because, folks, people of the world,
if they can do this to us, what do you think they're gonna do to you?
So let's take our spin down by
the House of Horrors.
The House of Horrors now, folks.
You talk about crimes against humanity. I mean, I can take a beating once in a while, but fuck.
No,
this
honey,
11-year-old girl, his
honey,
daughter. My God.
Honey.
What does it mean when the rabbit died?
Honey.
Sources close to the...
Honey.
All right.
Looky.
Where?
Straight ahead, you missed it.
Oh.
Blue and white. Tehachapi PD went down, then it came back, so obviously...
And homeboy got his cones out, so
Yeah.
watch out for whatever's going on here.
Boy, look at that wisteria.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I want. I got to get an arbor though to put in. I got to get an arbor like they got. There's the House of Horrors. You got the House of Horrors?
Yeah, I'll get a better view when we come back around, but I see they finally got that busted vehicle out of here.
Right.
That was here for the longest time. I wonder what those big letters were for.
There you go.
Right there, folks, would be the House of Horrors. Right there with the blue shutters. The home of former 2nd District Kern County Board of Supervisors Zachary Nelson Scrivener.
The bastard child of Youngblood and Zimmer.
Cynthia Zimmer's nephew.
Yeah.
Cynthia Jane Frank's finger Zimmer.
She dumped that all on her sister down there over by Bell. Can I get a witness?
All right, honey, are we done?
I think we just want to make sure nobody forgets about the little girl. We don't give a damn about Scribner. Throw his ass into the
No, we just want accountability, folks.
Yeah, get his ass.
Call
Who's
us.
this cowboy right here?
Well, let's see. He's been trolling.
And now he's getting ready to go and now he's eyeballing. Yeah, just keep.
Yeah, we better keep this.
Yeah,
It's
better
rolling
keep
after
this.
all. Uh-oh, what happened?
We better keep this live. Don't forget to stop.
Oh, here he comes.
Are we back? Well,
He
it's
just-
only one way out. Well,
Yeah, but how convenient that he's
yeah,
coming out right now.
let
Keep
me
that
put
going.
Let me put this thing on here. Hey, everybody. We got. What's that smell? I think we got some bacon cooking somewhere.
Here it comes.
Just keep doing your thing. Don't let them lean on you. That's what they like to do. So this is the Tehachapi High School. The way they packaged up Zach Scribner,
Boy,
he's gonna
he's up there.
he'll
Here he
probably be moved in. He'd probably be moved back in with just, I would say, less than 100 feet from Tehachapi High School when they finish wagging the dog or whatever they think whatever these inbreds do. I don't know. Well, speaking of inbreds, what?
Oh, he's still coming.
Where?
Back there.
Oh, yeah.
He's still
How
coming.
do I put this forward so I can show everybody what's going on? Yeah, we're in Tehachapi. It's not
Do
like
it from the window right there.
we're in.
The side mirror. Zoom in on that side mirror.
Now, look at it. We got so now we're going to give you
He's finally turning.
some of the good parts of Tehachapi, where I don't know. I think we're done. Are we done?
No, you better leave that on just in case.
Go
he
down the boulevard?
decides to
Oh,
pull
just
us
in
over.
case it goes 75 miles an hour there and
and then
try
says
to do
we were
this.
speeding.
He tries to do the swoop and squat.
Yeah, and it says we were speeding. It says we were smoking pot.
That
PPD.
was the one that was looking for his little pot of gold out of the end of the rainbow, saying,
Folks,
"Look at me! I can do this with my I can do this with my camera too."
When we say that we've been targeted for retaliation, that's exactly what we're talking about, homeboy. Yeah, they knew where we were. He pulled out when we pulled out.
We were in that neighborhood doing a little bit of we were doing a little bit of
Just like
comparing. We saw a couple of vets. So
BPD in Bakersfield tried to say that I was smoking pot at the intersection, speeding 55, and of course bitch about my tint that's no darker than most other cars I see. So, and he never even took a reading, never even put up a measure. They have a special thing that they put up next to them.
Oh, well, that ain't going nowhere.
I'm still waiting on that ticket. I'm still waiting on that citation. Exactly. No, it's like the Heckle and Jekyll.
Oh, Heckle and Jekyll. Well, Heckle and Jekyll.
No, because that ticket never showed up.
We know that didn't.
Just
but
like
Heckle
this
and Jekyll wasn't playing that motherfucking game. Lamelli tried to play that game.
And he lost.
Just like Homeboy tried to play that game. And how long do you got? They got to file within a year or 2 years?
1 year.
1 year. All right. Well, we're almost up. We'll probably be coming up to a year. We're gonna. Oh no, we probably got 6.
No, we got a ways. That just happened in January.
Yeah, we got 6.
But
Still there?
how many other people have had to wait for more than 4 months for their simple traffic citation to show up in the mail? Anyway, homeboy must have been told to stand down. So
No, he wasn't.
I think we're safe.
Yeah, let's go see if we got any mail.
So we're out of here, folks. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Hang loose.
And keep those prayers going because I am waiting for test results.
The law
And I am having major surgery on the 21st of this month.
the law dog is starting to show her age.
Honey, zip it. No, I'm not.
And all I told her was just go get some fake boobs and shit.
No.
You know, if you want to go out or go get some of that. Go to the Mercado and get some of those
into that fake
butt shit that these girls stick in their drawers.
No.
And you know, I mean,
I don't need that shit.
What we need to do is you need to get back that shit that we were on that first trip to Mexico. Guess what? I have a feeling we'll be on another trip to Mexico.